Welcome to another exciting episode of Doug's Electronic Repair Bench.
Afternoon, YouTube. Here with you this afternoon to show you how I've got this set up to test. Those two yellow and black hook leads are connected to the good channel input of this device right here. Now, I don't even have the other side is not even hooked up. There's no sense in even hooking it up, I could see. So basically what I'm going to be doing is taking the probe from the signal tracer, and I'm going to touch various places on that circuit board there, and traces there, the solder pads. Let me see if I can get a better picture this way. Maybe it's pretty well. Anyway, you can halfway see it. Anyway, that's what I'm going to be doing. And each one I find the signal on, I'm going to take the black magic marker and put a mark on that so I know that that's the working channel. And Ron wanted to know how I had my signal tracer set up. Really not much to it, Ron. The probe comes out there in the middle, and it's got the ground with it. The volume there level, the gain level, whatever you want to call it, is on the left, and of course that's the on and off right there on the right. The switches, top one is set to, which is, I can't see it down there, but you can probably read it there on the, you can see how those are set. That's really all that you need to do this. There's no other connections you need. It's like I said, it's just a high gain amplifier, and you've got a ground and a hot side for it. And the probe itself is set to audio frequencies. I have AF written there because whatever was there before wore off. The RF is for tracing out radio circuits, obviously. So that's the way it's set up, and basically I'm just going to touch these points on this device here and trace that signal out, see where it is and where it isn't, is basically what I'm doing. You can see you can basically see how the capacitor soldered in the middle there, and those outer connections are probably the coils. So you know, it's just a matter of you go through a coil into a capacitor or whatever, maybe a coil across the capacitor. It just depends on how it's laid out. I'm going to try to map this out best I can, and just to see if I can draw a schematic from it and at least tell a little bit more about it that way. So basically I should get the output here on this side here, and if I get it there, I know everything else is hooked up right, and then I can backtrack and start checking, see where I get the signal at. So that's the plan. I'm still waiting on my landlord to show up, and I thought I'd go ahead and get this part of the demonstration out of the way. And I'm going to set this camera up a little bit better so where I can film this while I'm doing it. And so that's the story from here for now. So hang on, and we'll be back in just a few. Alright, the landlord has came and went. She didn't stay too long. Sometimes she does, sometimes she doesn't. And so now we are in the process of doing exactly what I said. Let me switch on the signal tracer, let it warm up a little, and we're going to start tracing this out. I'm going to try to do this so I don't disturb the camera. I think I can do it. I don't think that's in the way. It shouldn't be. Again, what we're doing, there we go. This should be the good channel. I guess I could turn on the power to the receiver or tuner. Alright, you can see that does work there. Now let's see if we have it here. Nope, nothing there. Try not to move this around too much. I'm saying it go from here to here probably. Here to here? Nope, here to here. Nope. Alright. So I'm going to mark a few of these just to get them out of the way. Yeah, I'll mark that one too. And we'll go ahead and trace some more. I think there's more to it than that. Nothing there. Nothing there. I think that's the ground leg. Yeah, it is. So this should be pretty obvious. Everything on this side of the ground leg, I do believe, is this channel. Except for these outside here. So, go ahead and mark those. Oops. I'm not going to mark that one there. So, the ground leg is the one in the middle there, so we know that's not going to be the signal. Now let's do the other side and see how far we can get. That's going to be the plan anyway. If I can get this off without disturbing too much. Doesn't matter that we're using the other channel, it's out of the circuit anyway. So I'm hoping get that there, that there, that there, that there. Okay. Well, what we've done here is we've got two good, what do you call it? I think what I'm going to do is hook up the other one. I'll be back with you in a minute. Alright, I'm back again. I'm hooked up the other channel now, just in case that made a difference. But so we can get there. See, one thing I don't understand is why you don't get it here, but you get it here. That's solder. That's all that could be, is solder, bad solder joints. So that could be a possibility. See, I'm not getting it here, but I'm getting it here. That's the same trace. And I am getting it here now. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is bad solder joints, and I'm going to resolder this whole side here. This one works. I'm not going to mess with that. And I think that may solve our problem. I'm hoping anyway. Terry, if you're watching this, I guess you're hoping too. So, alright, that's going to conclude this tracing session, because like I said, it's just obvious what it is. It's got to be solder. So, anyway, that was fun. I am glad that that's all the problem was, though. I'm going to have to get my soldering iron hot and heated up and all that stuff, and I'll probably bring you back for that in a little bit. So, you know, there's another thing that flexing this board as much as I have could have introduced, or not introduced, but cured a problem. Remember what I said about riding things to and from the electronics school? Things like that have a way of breaking or fixing themselves, and so, you know, that's a little circuit board, and you know, like I said, I don't know what else it could be. So that's our problem, or that's at least the way I'm seeing it. That has to be the problem. Now there is a slight chance that the problem could be related to short on that channel. Never thought about that. And that the capacitors in there are keeping it, you know, they're keeping the short off the filter. In other words, after we hook this back up, if it doesn't work again, then the problem's going to be on down the line somewhere. It's a short. But I kind of doubt that. I kind of think what we're dealing with is bad solder here. So if not, we'll cut some of that out, I guess. But anyway, that's about all I have for now. So what I'm going to do is probably post this while the soldering iron's heating up, and let everybody know the good news. So you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching.